and welcome to MotorLand Aragón in northern Spain for the first round of the Wheelsport European Junior Cup and the Women's European Cup. We're here for an 8-lap race. This is now supported by the Wheelsport company, and we are looking forward to an exceptional race this year. The riders are actually already out on track and they'll be forming up on the grid very soon. This is a championship for developing talent at World Championship level. So we're going to see riders ranging from 14 to 21 in males, and the female women's championship is 14 to 24. And as you can see, they're already on the grid now with their mechanics. This is Giuseppe Di Gruciola. He is in pole position, Italian, and ready to race. Second on the grid is Mika Perez. He's one of only 2 Spanish here this weekend, the second being a wild card. He was the most consistent in qualifying yesterday, already looking very focused. Third on the grid is Gracia, and he finished second in the championship last year. Paolo Gracia, he's only 16 years old, Italian, and it's his 3rd year in the EJC. Joining me in the commentary box today is Javi Orellana, he's the reigning champion of the EJC, and he's now racing in the World Supersport Championship. But you had a bit of a tricky start to the season today.
Yes, really. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's been a really difficult weekend, but we are here now looking the EJC.
Okay, so 4th on the grid we have Harun Çabuk. He's one of 3 Turkish riders in the championship, supported by Kenan Sofuoglu, who I think is planning to try and get as many as 10 riders in the paddock at World Superbikes. 5th on the grid is Hannes Sommer from Estonia, and 6th is Dorian Leville from France. 7th we have Doran Loureiro. He had some troubles in qualifying, and we did expect him to be further up the grid, but he's still got a 3rd row start. Alfonso Coppola has taken up 8th place on the grid, and he is joined by Bodis, who is from... This is where it's my first time from Hungary. Thank you very much, Tommy. This is why I've got you here. So I'm almost as nervous as all these riders lining up on the grid today, because it's my first time leading commentary. But hopefully we'll have a good time. There's Hannes Sommer, looking pretty chilled out. So Richard Bodis is actually one of the oldest riders from Hungary. And this is his 2nd time in the European Junior Cup. 4th row of the grid, we've got in 10th place Troy Bezuidenhout, one of the youngest riders. He's actually 16 this year. Next we have Michael Carbonera from Italy. It's his 1st time in the championship. And alongside him is the youngest rider, Alessandro Zetti, and he's a wild card this weekend, the 2nd Spanish rider. No, I got that wrong. He's Italian. It's the other wildcard rider who's Spanish. I might make some mistakes today, Javi.
Don't worry, we are here for that.
In 13th place on the grid, we've got the only German. This is Gabriel Noderer. In 14th, we've got Theo Clegg. In 15th, Alex Murley from the UK. 16th, Dimitris Karakostas, one of the Greek brothers. 17th, Byron Bester from South Africa. 18th, we've got Romain Le Carpentier from France also. 19th, we've got Connor London from New Zealand, and next to him, his New Zealand compatriot and reigning women's champion, Avalon Biddle. Next to her is another one of the Turkish riders, Rody Pack. He's also one of the youngest riders out here. This is his 1st time actually racing in a road race. He's been doing all supermoto and motocross. I think he has 10 Turkish motocross championships to his name. And everything he seems to turn his hand at, he's good at. First time out racing a kart, he won that. And he was spotted by Kenan Sofoglu and brought into the Turkish family.
He's trying road racing now.
That's right, yeah, for the first time. And jumping on one of the Honda CBR 650Fs, which obviously all the riders are on this year.
Hi, Grandpa.
There we can see Troy Bezuidenhout, one of the youngest riders, one of the most enthusiastic riders, and he's looking really strong this year. Definitely stronger than last year.
Yeah, I think he's been working a lot with Michael Hill, and he improves a lot the lap time from last year, and he will be in the group, I think.
Absolutely, it's going to be an interesting race. 22nd on the grid, we've got Ricky Picciuto. 23rd, Daniel Drayton, another English rider. The second of the Greek brothers, Nikos Karakostas. Then we've got Erkan Emilimaz. He's in 25th. The wild card, Felix Periane. And next to him, we have Stacey Nesbitt. So she's the second female on the grid, so to speak, for this first race of the Women's Championship. Stacey's from Canada, and this is her first time in the EJC. Next up, we have Laura Rodriguez. She's 16 from Switzerland, so she is the third place female on the grid. Next to her, Charlie Oakland. She made a wildcard appearance at Donington last year, and this is her joining the championship full-time. Next to her, we have Anastasia Kovalenko. She did the championship full-time last year, and she finished in third place in the Women's Championship. She is a wild card today, but hoping to do the whole championship. She's trying to get backing for that. Next up is Dean Gopher. He's from Israel, and it's his first time in the European Junior Cup. And then we have Victoria Kiss. She's from Hungary. She was fourth in the Women's Championship last year, and it's great to have her back. And finally, Nicole Lynch, an Irish rider from Dublin. She's very new to racing. She's only got a couple of years under her belt. Actually started doing sidecar racing, but switched to solos. And she's had a bit of a rough start to the weekend. She had an off in first practice, which wasn't her fault, and she's playing catch-up a little bit, but looking forward to the race. And we've actually just had somebody else join us in the commentary box now. We've got Braden Ort, who's another of the Supersport riders, well, former EJC rider. So hopefully we can get Javi and Braden talking a little bit about what these bikes are like, how they perform, and what it's like to ride in the EJC. So perhaps we can have a quick chat with Braden, because he actually got to finish his first World Supersport race this morning. So how did you go?
Well,
thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Didn't go quite.
Okay, actually, we're coming right up to the start now. So, sure, are you feeling the nerves for these out on the grid right now? I am.
Yeah. You know, when you're sitting out on grid, there's nothing else like it. Heart starts racing, and let's get fast.
So this is the warm-up lap. This is a chance for them to see where to brake in that first turn, which is obviously very different to when it comes to the race start. And as you can see, we've got a massive grid here this year. We've got a huge mixture of nationalities starting this season. In fact, 15 altogether. So, Spanish contingent, led by Mika Perez, who's our second on the grid, and Felix Periane, who's the wild card. We've actually got 5 Italians, and the youngest, the extra wild card is also Italian, Alessandro Zetti. From Great Britain, we've got 3. Nicole Lynch from Ireland is heading up that contingent. We've got 2 from New Zealand, 3 from Turkey, 3 from South Africa, 2 from Hungary, 2 from Switzerland, 2 from France, the 2 brothers from Greece, one from Israel, one from Canada, one from Estonia, and obviously Anastasia Kovalenko. She's a wild card from Estonia, and we have one German. So that's a huge mixture here on the grid at Aragon for the first race. So what would you guys be thinking as you're heading to the grid? Because Aurelana, you've had some front row starts here. You actually won here last year, as did Avalon Biddle, and you both went on to win the championship. So
yes, really, last year I started on 5th position, I think, on second row of the grid, and it was a really, really difficult battle, but really nice with Mika Perez, who is second. He's always really, really strong here. And Emanuele Puchedo, who is in stock 1000 now, he's really going really, really fast.
Yeah, he was really strong in free practice, but he's had some crashes, I think, in the race. He didn't actually finish today, but yeah, looks
big crash
fantastic.
In the first time.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have any red flags to deal with. We want everybody to get round turn 1, but with getting that many bikes through turn 1, it's going to be interesting. So on screen, that's Stacey Nesbitt from Canada. She's taking everything in her stride. She's not even overwhelmed by the fact that they're here at a World Superbike meeting. It's all just another race for her. So they're taking up their positions now on the grid. We're nearly ready for the start of the first round of the Wilf Sport European Junior Cup. We've got some of the ladies from the team on the TV.
1-7.
Seppi lines up to take pole position. Now we're nearly ready to go. There we get to see the lights for them to go on. And first round of the championship is go.
Oh,
that's
nice
an
wheelie.
awesome start from Giuseppe. Huge wheelie. He's definitely going to get the whole shot into turn 1.
Aaron Chabuk is first.
Woo, wow. Okay, so the Turk takes the lead. He's definitely on. He wants to get the track record here this weekend.
He's been really fast in Calafat last weekend in the test. He's more fast.
Much stronger than last year.
Yeah.
I think he wants to prove to Keenan that he's definitely part of the team. So Harun in first, Giuseppe in second, and then Mika Perez in third.
Yes. Dorian Loureiro, 4th.
Dorian Loureiro from South Africa in 4th. Okay.
Avalon Biddle is in the points.
This is fantastic. Avalon's up to 6th place already. Troy in 7th. Troy Bezadenhout. Hans Sommer in 8th. Bodis in 9th. Nodderer in 10th. Coppola in 11th. Carbonera in 12th. Caracostas in 13th. Carpentier 14th. We got Avalon in 15th now. It's actually Laville in 6th place. London is close behind her. Alex Murley next.
Oh, Loureiro's gone wide.
Loureiro has gone off track. Thankfully at Aragon there's lots of runoff here, so he will possibly be able to rejoin. I'm not sure where he's gone though. Has he gone on the...
Yeah, on the good side, yeah. I've been a few times there yesterday.
Okay, so still in first we've got Harun, and now they're on the long back straight down to that final turn, which is a tricky corner.
I think here is the big group, who is going to be battling for the race.
This is where we'll see them appear.
Yeah.
Perez is looking up the inside of Harun, but he keeps first place.
If Cabo and Perez are clever, they can push and go.
De Gruyter is chasing Perez, but Harun is looking already for his pit board, checking where he is. I think he knows he's in first place though. So, we have Harun, we have De Gruyter, we have Perez, we have De Gruyter, then Gracia is in 4th, Laville in 5th, Hans Sommer in 6th, Troy Bezadenhout in 7th, Bodis in 8th, Coppola in 9th, Carbonera in 10th. Closely followed by the German, Nodderer, then Caracostas, and Avalon Biddle, the first female. up into 13th place. Carpentier, Loureiro has rejoined, Alex Murley, Connor London, Byron Bester. There we can see Kenan Sofoglu is in pit lane and watching the action very closely. This is the wild card. He's using a lot of the outside of the track there. Okay, so they are running down out of turn 10 now. This is also one of the hardest corners on the circuit, I believe.
Chabuk is really, really strong. Eh?
Chabuk has now gone right off the track, but is rejoined, but that gave Perez and de Gruytela an advantage. And Mika takes first place. Behind is de Gruytela, and third is now Harun. Followed by Gracia, Laville, Hans Sommer, and Troy Bezuidenhout.
You are the four, like last year. Group of four.
So this, we think this is going to be the breakaway group.
I think, let's see if Laville and Sommer can catch.
It would be great if they could. Laville is looking really strong this year. Also Hans Sommer.
Sommer always is strong.
And he's been in the championship for the longest out of everybody.
I've been with him a few years and always he's strong.
Yes. The battle at the front is getting strong. Mika, de Gruytela. Harun is trying to go around the outside.
Quite difficult.
This is super hard on this corner, but he makes it turn back.
Oh, he's first.
Now Gracia has managed to catch this bunch, and this is super close. And Sommer takes the fill.
Gracia is third.
Gracia moves up to third. Harun, de Gruytela, Gracia. Mika Perez is now in fourth.
Gracia is riding really, really fast, only 2/10 of the lap record from last year. Great.
And he has the lap record from last year, eh? So yeah, we've got this breakaway group of four at the front, and behind, hopefully, Hans Sommer and Laville can catch them.
Sommer now is pushing.
Then we have Troy Bezuidenhout, Bodis and Coppola. They're in the next sort of small group.
First female is middle, top 15.
And then we've got Nesbitt, Oakland, Rodriguez, Kiss and Kovalenko. It's still close at the front. Harun has made a bit of a breakaway.
I think he's a strong guy who will make the difference today.
De Gruytela is chasing hard. Gracia and Perez are having a battle. And Sommer is still chasing down this front group. Now they take the tight turn before they run onto the long back straight. We've got 6 more laps to go. As you can see, they're all because they're all on the same bike, everything is pretty much equal. The only way you can make advantage down this straight is getting the previous turn perfect, and that's quite tricky, I believe.
Yeah. And Chabuk is a little guy. Oh, it's going wide, De
Gruytela has made a mistake, and he's now back with Hans Sommer and Laville. So we've got a front 3-pack with Harun leading that, and they're about to cross the line. With Harun leading into turn 1, closely followed by Mika Perez, Gracia, then de Gruytela, then Hans Sommer, and then Laville. But these guys have dropped off the front pack now.
Yeah. Chabuk is pushing a lot.
He wants this. He told me he wants to get the lap record, and I think he wants the win as well. We've got number 23 showing as a jump start, and that is Charlie Oakland, and she did actually admit to me that. So Charlie will actually get a penalty for that.
Right through, I think.
I believe so. So she has so many laps. She'll be showing her pit board, and she'll have to do a ride through.
5 laps, I think. Oh, the race is finishing now in 5 laps.
Hopefully she sees her board early, comes in and gets back on track. She did tell me that she does have a bad habit of jumping starts, and I wonder that she won't be able to get away with it here and she will get penalised. So that's a shame, because she was actually lying in 3rd in the women's class. So we've still got Haran Chibuk in first, and closely followed by Gracia, who is really making that bike move around. Then Mika Perez, Grutela, and Soma and Leville.
Grutela is helping to Soma.
Yeah, he's definitely dragging Hans Sommer back to the front group. And then we've got Troy Bezuidenhout, but Bodis is giving him a good run for his money down this long back straight and actually has taken him into this final turn. Perez has overtaken Gracia, but Gracia looks like he's going to give him a run for the money to the line.
Lap record for Grutela. Lap record, Giuseppe de Grutela.
Fantastic. He's obviously done that trying to catch the group back after making that mistake earlier on.
He did it. He's in the group now.
Haran Chibuk has definitely got a bit of a lead here. Mika Perez and Gracia are slowing each other down maybe by fighting in this pack. De Grutela looks like he's chasing them down and is back on them now. Here we've got Daniel Drayton. Alessandro Zetti has just knocked him out of the way as he went into... they must be in like 3 or 4 now. So he's actually the youngest rider on track as a wild card this weekend. Daniel Drayton there from the UK.
Qualified 23rd, so he's up 3 places.
That's great news for Daniel. Haran Chibuk is still leading here, a slight advantage over Mika Perez, Gracia, and De Grutela. He won't be happy in 4th place, leading from pole position. He'll want to be back there at the front, but Haran is looking super strong. Gracia and Mika couldn't be closer on track right now. So
Slipstream now, they will get.
Got 4 laps to go. Mika Perez tucked in. Trying to be as slipstream as possible down this hugely long back straight. It's almost a kilometre long.
Grutela is 3rd again.
Grutela has taken Gracia, but makes a mistake and nearly. I don't know what happened there, but he that looked pretty nasty. But he managed to stay on, but he's lost his 3rd place. We've got 3 laps to go. And this front pack is still looking super hungry. De Grutela has not let that mistake put him off at all. He's chasing them back down.
He's pushing really hard.
But Haran Chibuk at the front here, he's put the hammer down. Grutela does look like he's working super hard now. Let's get a replay of the mistake on the last turn. Maybe he missed a gear there, and
I don't know, like a lot of engine brake, something. He's 3rd again.
Okay, so this is into turn 9 and turn 10. This is when, from the high elevation, they now start coming down the hill.
There was where I crashed. We're 99.
Haran still leads from Mika Perez, but De Grutela is close. He's looking at the inside, he gets a little bit out of shape. They make it through the turn. Gracia is close, Hans Sommer is catching the pack. This is hard on the brakes. The short turn before they go on to the long back straight again.
I think Mika is doing a clever race. 2 laps to go now when they pass the line.
So Avalon Biddle, she's in 15th place overall. 2nd female is...
Again.
Oh, he had the same problem. De Grutela has the same problem on the final turn. Hans Sommer has now overtaken him.
Problem, something with the bike.
Maybe this is... she was having. So we're still close. Harun leads.
That makes it right back up.
De Grootela is up the inside of Hans Sommer to take his position back.
Chabuk is going.
Book
0.5.
pulling away.
Another Turkish guy. Going really, really fast.
Yeah, so we've got 3 Turkish guys in the championship this year, with Harun being his second. This is his second season in EJC.
Grootela is the fastest guy in the track, but he's making a lot of mistakes.
Which won't be helping him to get back up to the front. Gracia has a look round at De Grootela. Perez just seems to be doing his own thing,
Yeah, but
keeping out of trouble.
Chabuk is getting all the time a bit more.
He's definitely pulled a big lead now as they come down the hill out of turn 10.
We'll make a good lap, I think, now.
So we're on the penultimate lap now. Garcia is looking at the inside of Perez as they go. It's a tight turn. This is a tricky section.
Pulling away nearly 1 second, Chabuk Perez.
This is incredible. He had to work hard to stay in the Turkish team,
Yeah, I think.
get support from Keenan, but it was definitely the right idea to have him back here this season.
Grootela is again there. 4 position, I think. 5. No, 4. The third.
But like you say, the first 5 have now pulled well away from all the other runners. And this is where the battle really commences.
Again, Grootela is
Still the same problem on the last turn.
Yeah, he loses a lot of time in that turn. Last lap now.
Perez looks over at Gracia as they cross the finish line
1 second, Chabuk.
to start the final lap. Chabuk has a whole second lead, followed by Perez.
Make his fastest lap in the race for him. So now,
Then we've got Perez in second, Garcia in third, Grootela in fourth, but he's dropped off. He's back with Hans Sommer now.
Mika's pushing now if he can get Chabuk. Well, it's going to be pretty difficult.
I'd say it's too late really now to make that distance. He should have gone earlier, and now he's going to be battling with Garcia to the line. Chabuk definitely in control of this race. I don't want to give him the commentary curse, but he looks good. Perez and Garcia very close on track now, coming out of turn 10 again, down the hill.
If Chabuk don't make any mistake, he will win the race.
Sure, he's looking very strong.
Be careful with Grootela. He won the podium.
Grootela is making all sorts of shapes, and he's definitely catching Garcia and Perez. Garcia looks really relaxed on the bike compared to Mika, I would say. Maybe because he's a lot taller. Harun Chabuk is now headed down the back straight with a 1 second lead.
Final turn for Chabuk.
If De Grootela makes that same mistake again, that could cost him.
He's coming up the inside of Garcia, having a look. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's running a bit wide. Harun Chabuk has a huge lead. Garcia is looking at the inside of Perez. This is going to be so close. And Harun Chabuk wins the race. He takes the lap record. Perez is second, Garcia third, De Grootela fourth, Hans Sommer fifth, Corinne Laville sixth, Bode seventh, Zadenhout eighth, Coppola ninth, Loureiro 10th. Avalon Biddle is looking like she's going to be finishing in, and she's being beaten to the line.
15.
She takes 15th place overall and first female to cross the line. So after Loureiro in 10th, we have Carbonera in 11th, Alex Murley in 12th. We have Dimitris Karakostas in 13th, Le Carpentier in 14th, Biddle in 15th, Nodera in 16th, Clegg in 17th, London in 18th, Zetti, the youngest rider out there, in 19th, Byron Bester in 20th, Pack in 21st. We have Stacey Nesbitt still to cross the line, I think. But it looks like she's going to be in second place for the women's class. Arunchibuk celebrating.
Really, really good race for him and his team.
Perez won't be happy in second.
I think so.
But it's some good championship points. Actually, he looks quite happy.
Yeah.
This is unusual.
For Mika.
Great to see him celebrating. I think he has to be happy with that, with just how strong Arunchibuk was throughout the race. He just got to the front.
Gone.
Rolled it.
Gracia last year to second position. And third was Emanuele Puccedo.
And Garcia actually finished second in the championship last year. Leville finished 5th in the championship. He actually finished 6th today overall. Getting a little bit of excitement and wheelie from Garcia.
Very difficult to do.
On these bikes.
Yeah.
They don't have much power. Not as much as a 600 anyway, which is what you're riding now. So yeah, so these Honda CBR 650Fs are not a purebred race bike. These are a production bike. Obviously they're given race suspension, an exhaust system, but they're very much a stock bike.
He's quite happy, yeah.
I'd say Harun is very happy, and I'm sure he'll be celebrating with Keenan later on. So this is a replay of the run to the line.
I think this is the final bus.
The final lap. This is for final lap. So you can see they're all close, pushing super hard. Harun is going to be celebrating with some of the marshals there. Giving a wave to the crowd. We've got a great crowd here at Aragón this weekend. So it was Avalon Biddle from Stacey Nesbitt, Victoria Kiss, Anastasia Kovalenko, Rodriguez, Kiss, Kovalenko, and Lynch, and then Oakland. She got the penalty. So they're now coming into the winners' enclosure, and we can see Mika Perez being congratulated by his dad and his mechanic. And is finally coming into pit lane after celebrating, enjoying that celebratory lap. One very happy.
Acceleration now for him.
Keenan is there. And that's one very happy team. Sia is waiting to congratulate him. Smiles all round from the team. Sia congratulates Harun, and he's having a chat with Keenan. I wonder what they're saying now.
2 wins for the Turkish World Supersport. Keenan's for all the wins. Now having Chabuk.
Okay, so the final results. In first place, Chabuk. Second, Perez. Third, Gracia. Fourth, De Grutela. Fifth, Soma. Sixth, Laville. Seventh, Bodis. Eighth, Bezudenhout. Ninth, Coppola. 10th, Loureiro. 11th, Carbonera. 12th, Merli. 13th, Dimitris Caracostas. 14th, the Carpentier. 15th, the first female, Avalon Biddle. 16th, Nodera. 17th, Cluck. 18th, London. 19th, Zetti. And 20th, Vesta. Then 21 is Pack. 22nd, Picuto. 23rd, Drayton. 24th, Caracostas. That's Nikos. 25th is Periane, the wild card. 26th, Elmas. 27th, Nesbitt. Then Rodriguez.
Gopa.
Kiss, Kovalenko, Lynch and Oakland. And this is the championship points, obviously with Harun Chubuk taking full 25 points, Mika Perez taking 20, Gracia 16, De Grutela 13th, Hans Sommer then takes 11, Laville 10, Bodis 9, Bazuden Hoyt 8th, and Coppola 7th, with Larrero taking 6. I'm sure those people have enjoyed that race. That was close racing.
It's been a nice race.
Fantastic start to the European Junior Cup here at Aragon. And I'm sure the riders will be heading up to the podium now, and the 3 male riders will be joined by the first place female rider, which is Avalon Biddle, who is the reigning reigning champion female. So there she is. She'll be happy to have taken full points at the first round. She takes up the spot there, but obviously she's first place in the women's championship. So third goes to Gracia, second to Perez, and Harun Chubuk takes first place on the podium. Don't think I've seen him smile so much. Avalon Biddle gets given the Women's Cup by Cheryl London, who are the Wilf Sport sponsors. They're actually here this weekend with New Zealand. Avalon Biddle, she is the most experienced of the women riders in the championship. It's her 5th year in racing in Europe. Gracia receives his cup, also from London. And Phil London is going to award Mika Perez with his 2nd place European Junior Cup. He gives it a kiss, waves to the crowd, very happy. And Phil now presents Harun Chubuk with his first place European Junior Cup trophy. And he also got the lap record.
I think Grutela made the fastest lap of the race, the record.
So Harun Chubuk didn't take the lap record, which he wanted to get, but I'm sure he's more than happy with taking first place and leading the championship at round 1 here at Aragon. So this rounds up the first of the European Junior Cup Championship races here at Aragon. And next round we actually travel to the Netherlands. We're at Assen. That's in a couple of weeks' time, when we get to see them fight again for another amazing race in the European Junior Cup.
Off to a good start with 25 points. That's 5 points ahead of Perez.
Harun Chubuk has actually dived off the podium here. He's trying to avoid the champagne. They all take a sip from their champagne bottles. So now we have highlights of the race. We see the amazing start from De Grutela, getting a huge wheelie from his Honda CBR 650F. Aragón is already in the lead.
May I tell you, he's been really, really strong in Calafat, and after he has been more strong.
Alessandro Zetti here leads this pack. This is where we see one of those terrible moments that De Gruyter had on the last turn.
A few times.
It was 3 times, turn 16, he had this same issue with his bike, but he fought back every time, and there we see it again.
Maybe missed a shift and tried to make up for it in the corner and manage it with the lean angle.
I think Hannes Sommer thought he was going to be able to stay in front, but De Gruyter fought back every time. Mika Perez celebrating, and Haran Chubuk, one very happy European Junior Cup rider. Thank you very much for joining us here at Aragon for the first round of the championship. We look forward to seeing you again when we return in a couple of weeks' time at Assen for the next round of the championship.